I was really confident. I was really confident. I really felt like if Royler's next, I really just wanted to just jump in. You know, I felt really, really confident that I could beat him. I had some confidence going. But you know, halfway through that first 5 minutes, I was like doubting myself. Like I was like, wow, Royler's got some serious control. He had a really good head and arm, half guard pass. I mean, he's no joke. Royler's no joke. I knew this was going to be tough to pull out. But I knew if he fell into one of my death spots that I would get him. You know, I knew if I could slap a triangle on him, I could close a triangle. If I would have had his back, he would have been done. I almost had his back for a second. Just creep around the back door. I know if I have Royler's back, I'd choke him out. If I have anybody my way, my back, 98% of the time I'm going to choke them out. But getting there, that's a different story. You know, I got to be able to get there. I remember a couple things. I remember when I swept him. I had never done that sweep before. How my left arm was over his right shoulder and across his back, and my right arm was under his left leg, and I had my hands together. And I remember just like moving around going, damn, this could be a sweep. And I was kind of feeling his base, and I was thinking, wait a minute, this is Royler Gracie. I can't sweep him like this. It seems too easy. I say, you know what? Let's try it out. And I just powered it over, and it worked. I'm like, whoa, I never tried that before. So I remember that. That was a little war that was going on in my head. And I also remember, sitting back going for the 100% on him. And I remember, like, I heard stories about his, like, shoulder, how it's, like, double jointed. And then you've seen that fight with Sakuraba where he didn't even get injured, and his arm was, like, you know, almost touching the back of his head. So I knew his shoulders were freaky, but when I went for the 100%, that thing just slipped out. There was nothing to hold on to. Then I realized, man, this guy doesn't have a damn shoulder. Pulled him in my guard, and then I was setting up for the omoplata. I had mission control on him, and I was thinking, man, if I go for the omoplata, this is not going to work. I had his hand down on the mat. Everything worked perfectly up to that point, but then I was thinking, man, I'm going to blow this. I'm going to go for an omoplata, and I'm not going to have a shoulder to really lock. He's going to squirm out, we're going to scramble, I'm going to be in a bad position. So then I knew I had to get him in a triangle. There was no other way. I had to get him in a triangle. I was thinking about testing the invisible collar, but as I was starting to test it, he started to pass, and then he passed my guard. And then when I put him back in the guard, he passed my guard, then I jailbreaked him, put him back in the guard. I remember when I grabbed his wrist, I felt like I could hold that wrist for as long as I wanted to. I felt like weakness. I felt like I was just stronger than him. Not that he's weak, but I just felt like I could control that wrist long enough to get my right leg out over and slap it through. And that was like an instant. That was a flash. Grabbed his wrist and I said, let's do it. Bam! And then I just did it. Once I had the triangle in, I was thinking, this is what I've been training for the past 8-10 months or whatever. Now, this is it. Tapping out Royler, this is it. This means more than anything. And you can tell by the video, I just let it all out right there. I just squoze, man. I just try to squeeze the piss out of him. I knew this was it. I go, time's running out. This is what I do. I got him in a triangle. This is it. If he gets out, I'm gonna kill myself. So I just let it all out right there. I was just squeezing. And I remember I did a couple things that I don't normally do. I usually hold my foot down with my left hand, but I was holding it down with two. I just did not want that triangle to be uncinched, and I was holding it down like that. And I was hoping he would just tap with that, but then I realized, you know, I got to pull his head. You hear Jamie screaming, pull his head, pull his head. So then I went and just grabbed his head, and I pulled it, and that was it. That was it. And I stood up like I had done it a million times before, but I had the feeling like, you know, so many people didn't even know that I did jujitsu, and the people that did know, they probably thought, he's just like some blue belt or something. Oh, he's doing jujitsu, how cute. Oh, he's a commentator, so he thinks he should do jujitsu. no, you know, the people on the West Coast, they're the only ones that really knew that I had some legit skills. But even they thought, you know, oh, he ain't that good or whatever. And that right there just shut everybody up. That just shut everybody up. And like, you know, that was the best feeling ever, man. That was the best feeling ever. Just all that training just paid off right there.